What's up, you guys? Tim Trevathan here on another episode of Tim's Life, and this is a continuation of a long series of videos that I've been doing with our trips, me and my wife traveling to Europe last summer, showing our time in Switzerland and France, and now here in London, but taking a little detour on this one, and we actually spent a whole day in York, England, about an hour north of London. And the reason why is because I had a very close friend that lives in Scotland, still does, getting his PhD program there at St. Mary's, and we met halfway in York, so it was a great time. And that friend actually warned me, he said, Tim, make sure to watch out for the breakfast food in England, because it's not so good. So I actually had to try it, even though I was forewarned. And yeah, the breakfast wasn't too good there. But at least I had a chance to experience it, and it gave a newfound appreciation for the breakfast that I eat here in America and in Atlanta, Georgia. So anyway, yeah, we took a train and went all the way to York to see my friend, and it was a great experience, and it was the perfect weather that I could have ever dreamed of having on the day that we traveled there. And it was about an hour and a half train ride to get there. Okie dokie, we made it to York, about an hour and a half north of London. We decided to come here because I got a good friend of mine who lives up in Scotland, and we decided to meet halfway, and York is the halfway point. He's doing his PhD program up there in theological studies, and super excited to be able to meet in Europe. Never would have guessed. And weather once again is nice. Train ride was smooth and fast, and here we are about to explore the city. So let's check it out. And then when we arrived, we could definitely tell that the architecture was different, and it was very ornate and beautiful. I'd say that York is famous for its well-preserved medieval city walls, and definitely it had that medieval time. From what I researched and found out about it is that, these walls that dated back to the Roman times, they encircled the city, stretched for about 3.5 kilometers, making it the largest medieval town wall in England. So I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. I got a chance to see that. And then later we went to one of the most amazing Gothic cathedrals called York Minster that you'll see in a second. But a couple observations again, other than the walls and the medieval vibes that we got, is that just learning about the different things there, such as a big horse racing track where they have York races every year called the York Race Course. And they'll have a railway history National Railway Museum that we can go check out. We didn't have a chance to, but just heard about it as we were on our way over there. And then they have a long history, and they're just very renowned for what's called confectionery. Chocolate manufacturing. Some of the biggest, like Kit Kat and Aero, Chocolate Orange, they all originated here. They're the confectionery capital. Also, some Viking heritage was also another thing that I found interesting. And I ended up buying a book at this one location where we saw a garden, and it was Marcus Aurelius's different kinds of journal entries that provide a interesting outlook on life, almost like an encouragement type of journal where his experiences and his wisdom really shone in amazing ways. So back to our adventures. Yes, we went through York, we walked the bridge, we took a tour around the area, took a lot of pictures and videos. We went to the York Museum garden, a lot of flowers, and my allergies were pretty bad, but it was okay because it was great to see the architecture and garden aesthetics. And of course, here at York Minster, this was the supreme highlight of the trip other than seeing my friend. And we went there before we ended up meeting my friend. We are here in York Minster. This place is amazing. And York Minster was incredible. I mean, it's one of the largest Gothic cathedrals not just in England, but in Northern Europe. And from what I heard when we were there, is that it took over 250 years to build, from the year 1220 all the way to 1472. That is incredible. And it has a window there that's considered the largest expanse of medieval stained glass in the world. I mean, this was fantastic architecture from inside and out. And we've seen a lot of cathedrals on our trip, but this was the best one. And what a great time that we were able to see here in York. Over an hour and a half of just walking through. There was just so much to see in there and a lot of history. So take a look at these and capture some of the vibes. And after we went to York Minster, here we are at the little cafe with my friend. It was so awesome to be able to catch up with him. And then again, when we met up again over this past Christmas time, when we both were on break. So great time in York. And then we took the train back. And finally, you're going to see on the next video, we really dove into London deep and saw a lot that London had to offer. And so if you like this video, like and subscribe. Catch me on the next one. See y'all then.